Welcome to the 5 most dangerous trends in business today. Trend number 3, lagging behind technology on the internet. The 5 most dangerous trends in business today was developed by DIAD Consulting, written by Dale Durkis. Our course objectives today are: number 1, a brief review of the current business climate. Number 2, learn the 5 most dangerous trends in business today. Today we will cover trend number 3. Number 3, consider the basic strategies that will help you avoid the pitfalls of these dangerous trends. First, let's start with a snapshot of the current business climate. Did you know that a corporation fails every 3 minutes? A company changes control every 15 minutes. And 66% of all companies fail within 10 years, with 35% of those failing within the first 2 years. This is per the Small Business Administration. Some say this has been made more rosy recently for political reasons. Some private studies show a higher failure rate than these. 26,000 new products and brands are introduced every year. 16 to 30% of consumers change brand loyalty in one evening of watching TV commercials. 74% of consumers buy outside their favorite brands on a regular basis. Now more than ever, companies must realize and actively embrace new technologies like RSS feeds. Those are those little squares that have patterns instead of barcodes, or like barcodes, except they're square with patterns. Wikis, social media and mobile media, mashups, blogging, streaming video, webinars, tweeting, video blogging, etc. Bart de Krem, a founder and former CEO of Flock, calls the current web the participatory web and regards the web as information source as the old outdated web concept. Let's look at a few statistics. Stat. Searches on Google increased from 2.7 billion in 2006 to over 1.7 trillion by the end of 2011. The source, Google Official History, ComScore. Stat. Spending via the internet went over 172.5 billion in 2011. Making the internet the new feasting ground for shoppers. Stat. 97% of consumers use online searches when researching products or services, regardless of where they actually end up purchasing those items. Stat. 62% of adults worldwide now use social media. The new, quote, word of mouth, unquote, is online social media like Facebook and Twitter. Stat. Facebook has nearly 955 million members. Facebook also said it had a daily average of 552 million users, a 32% increase from a year ago. That's almost half of all its members using Facebook every day. Stat. Twitter users have quadrupled over the past 2 years. A statement from Twitter revealed that the number of active users it has was 140 million in March 2012. 40% of Twitter users regularly search for products via Twitter. Over a quarter of the people aged 18 to 29 use Twitter, and 31% of Americans 18 to 24, in contrast to 14% of users aged 30 to 49. So Twitter still doesn't have much penetration into the older demographics. Stat. 60% of Facebook and Twitter members seek and make recommendations for products and services. Stat. 78% of consumers trust peer recommendations. Stat. 38% of people who use social media on mobile devices cite general browsing as their main activity. Stat. There were around 100 billion smartphone application sessions during first quarter 2012. Stat. 43% of marketers have noticed an improvement in sales due to social campaigns. Stat: YouTube is now the second largest search engine on the planet. Stat: per Geek.com, YouTube gets 3 billion reviews per day, and 48 hours of video are uploaded per minute. Stat: there are more than 3.7 billion websites and 200 million blogs. This is per webdevelopernotes.com. Stat: 150 billion text messages were sent in a single month recently. Stat: 90% of text messages are read within 1 minute of receiving them. Now think about this statistic alone right here. 90% of text messages are read within 1 minute. They are read is the key thing, and they're read quickly, versus 5% on a good day for emails sent. Other medias have a hard time to compete with this performance. So think about the implications for your marketing. I myself, I hate text messages, and I will only respond to text messages from clients and friends and other people that I feel need a response. I normally tell my closer friends and family and subordinates, to be honest with you, to call me. But I read them. If I get a text message, I read them. Stat: 249 million have mobile phones. That equates to 82% of Americans owning a cell phone. 46% of American adults now own a smartphone of some kind. That's up from 35% in May 2011. Smartphone owners now outnumber users of more basic phones. Stat: according to Yahoo, 92% of business searches start online. Stat: only 53% of small businesses have invested any time and effort in marketing online. 19% use Facebook, and 15% use LinkedIn, 4% use Twitter. These are based on studies by Princeton Survey Research Associates International in February 2012 and per the socialskinny.com website March 21st, 2012. Fact: your prospects and clients are searching online to find businesses that they can trust to buy from. Fact: marketing online isn't an option anymore. It's a necessity in order to be highly competitive, and soon, just in order to survive. A recent survey, source being Forrester's fourth quarter 2010 marketing benchmark online survey, asked a group of marketers in Fortune 500 companies, which of the following are planned for your marketing organization this coming year? Improve the online customer experience was cited by 93% of all respondents, and 45% of them considered it their top theme. Improve the multi-channel customer experience was cited by 88%, with 19% considering it their top theme. 83% said build or expand customer information system, and 15% said that that was their top priority. Implementing a marketing measurement system, 79% of those responding said that was going to be in their plan, and 11% of them considered that their top priority. Develop or unify a technology strategy for marketing. 70% of all respondents said they were going to do that the coming year, and 5% considered it their top theme. Deploy technology supporting time event-based marketing. 50% of the respondents planned to do that the following year, and 3% of them considered it their top priority. Ensure compliance with new regulations was responded by 39%, and 2% considered that their top priority. Over 50% of internet marketers surveyed are now utilizing or expect to pilot the following marketing channels because of recent market shifts: RSS, podcasts, interactive banners, ads within online video, user-generated content, blogs, social networks, and more. Most small businesses are racing to play catch-up with companies that are prospering with web applications that establish interaction, dialogue, and deep connections with their customers, prospects, employees, and partners. The internet has shifted the balance of power to the customer, and companies that fail to empower customers risk losing them to competitors who are only a short click away. So what to do now? First of all, you definitely need to get involved in the media that your customers and prospective customers are involved in and engaged in. So, survey your database to determine which technologies your clients would receive benefit from. Brainstorm with your team which technologies you can actually take advantage of first, and then develop an actionable plan to systematically implement your marketing strategy on the web, your website search engine optimization, social media, big one there, mobile media getting bigger every day, email, advertising, and in-person visits. Don't discount the effect of in-person contact. This is still very important. But the main point is to have an integrated strategy taking advantage of all the possibilities that the internet helps you accomplish. You want to learn more details about these strategies? Well, then go to our website and complete our contact form at www.diadconsulting.com. That's www.diadconsulting.com, or email us at info@diadconsulting.com. Did you know that according to Matrix Global LLC, companies who invested in executive business coaching received an average return of $7.90 for every $1 invested? Now, where do you get a return on investment like that? Not too many places, but with good business coaching, that's a probability of what you could expect. DIAD Consulting.